You're sitting across the table from someone you deeply care about, a close friend, a partner, maybe even family. They've just told you something important, something that matters, but your stomach twists because you know it isn't true. You don't need proof. You can tell by the hesitation in their voice, the way they avoid your eyes, the little inconsistencies that don't quite add up. They're lying. And the worst part? You don't know why. You thought you could trust this person completely. Now here you are, staring at them and wondering, why would you sit here and lie? In moments like this, the world seems to slow down. You can do one of two things. Option 1, call them out. Force the truth into the light. Demand an explanation. Option 2, say nothing. Let the lie sit there between you unchallenged. Pretend you believe them even though you don't. Neither choice feels good. If you confront them, the relationship might break. You might hear things you wish you hadn't. You might be accused of overreacting or worse, of not trusting them. But if you stay silent, the lie grows. It lingers in the space between you, eroding trust slowly and quietly. And you'll carry that weight, knowing they deceived you and you let it pass. So what do? But here's the thing. What if this lie isn't meant to hurt you, but to protect you? Maybe it's a white lie, a little deception to spare your feelings. Would you still confront them if you knew they were lying for your sake? Or is a lie still a lie, no matter the intention? Before you act, it's worth asking, what kind of lie is this? Lies aren't all the same. Some are protective. I didn't want to upset you, so I told you something else. Some are selfish. I didn't want to get in trouble, so I lied to save myself. And some are strategic. I told you what you wanted to hear because it benefits me. Which one are you dealing with? If it's protective, does that make it more forgivable? If it's selfish, does that make it worse? And here's another uncomfortable question. How many times have you lied? Because if you've lied before, to protect someone, to protect yourself, how much room do you have to judge them? This isn't a new problem. Philosophers have been wrestling with it for centuries. In the 18th century, German philosopher Immanuel Kant made his position crystal clear. Lying is always wrong. Why? Because to lie, Kant said, is to treat another person as a mere tool for your own ends. You're using them, manipulating them, and in doing so, you violate their dignity and autonomy. To Kant, it doesn't matter if the lie is meant to protect feelings or prevent harm. The act of lying itself is immoral. Even in extreme cases, like lying to protect someone from danger, Kant would say, don't do it. Because once you open the door to justified lies, where do you stop? On the other side, philosopher John Stuart Mill argued that morality isn't about strict rules, it's about outcomes. Mill believed an action is good if it creates the greatest overall happiness. From that perspective, lying isn't automatically wrong. If lying spares someone deep pain, if it protects a relationship, if it creates more good than harm, then Mill would argue it's not only permissible, it might actually be your duty to lie. For Mill, the truth is not a sacred command. It's a tool. And sometimes, withholding it can create a better world than revealing it. But here's a modern complication. When someone lies for your own good, they're making a choice for you. That's called paternalism, interfering with someone's decision because you believe you know what's best for them. On paper, it can sound noble. But in practice, it strips away your autonomy. Think about it. If they're lying to protect you, they've decided you can't handle the truth. And if you stay silent, you're letting them believe that's okay. But what if you're wrong? What if this wasn't a deliberate lie at all? What if it's a misunderstanding? A half-truth told out of fear? Or an attempt to keep the peace? Would you still call them out? Are you willing to risk the relationship over what you think is a lie, when you might not have the full story? Let's step back for a moment. Why do people lie in the first place? Sometimes it's self-preservation, avoiding embarrassment, punishment, or shame. Sometimes it's protection, shielding someone from pain. And sometimes it's power, lying to control a situation or to gain something at another's expense. Which one do you think this is? And here's the uncomfortable part. If you let this lie stand, what does that say about you? Are you being compassionate, understanding why they did it? Or are you enabling, silently approving behavior that could repeat? And one more twist. Does your silence make you a liar too? So here you are. You could confront them. You could let it slide. Both choices come with a cost. If you confront them, you risk conflict and possibly losing the relationship. If you stay silent, you protect the relationship, but lose a little piece of trust each time you look them in the eye. So which do you value more? Harmony or truth? Here's the real question. Which hurts more? That they lied, or that you might do nothing about it? This isn't just about them. It's about you. What do you value? What does integrity mean to you? Is peace worth more than honesty? There's no easy answer, but there is a choice. So, what would you do? Would you call them out? Demand the truth? Or would you stay silent and let the lie live? Comment your choice below and tell us why.